Also, while I'm here, I'm just going to briefly touch on the Snyder Cut thing. I'm not watching it, and I'm not going to review it, so don't expect a review on that. I'm sick of hearing about it. I am really pissed off about the amount of attention this is getting and how all this importance put on this vision that needed to be made, when really there's just so many other cases of real directors getting actually fucked over by the corporations and the fucking studio executives. This is just not an example of like a director winning because Zack Snyder is a heavily producer-friendly director. And he makes big budget action films. This isn't a risk that anyone's taking. This isn't a win for artistic directors. And he's just not a very good filmmaker. I wouldn't really call it a vision in his case. Just getting to live out some mental masturbation, you know, just getting to throw things around because he's got all the money. There's so much more important things in the landscape of film and cinema that could have been done that need support than this fucking stupid thing. Honestly, I'm so sick of hearing about it. So yeah, this isn't an attack on the people. I mean, yeah, you can like what you like, people can enjoy it, people can like it, but to say that it's this brilliant, like, oh, finally, the visionary has won over the nasty corporation and shit, it's like, no, it's not. He's pretty much a studio executive himself. I don't really see him as an artist. Maybe he thinks he's an artist, but it's Batman v Superman and Man of Steel. Anyway, yeah, I'm not reviewing that. Anyway, I think you can guess the quality of it from the trailer. I think it's just one of those. I know it's 4 hours, there's lots of stuff, but I've already seen some people's reviews of friends of mine and also just people I follow on Instagram, and the stuff they're saying confirms like what I was speculating from watching the trailer. It doesn't seem such a complex situation, it's just a Zack Snyder, 4 hour Zack Snyder film. Also, a length like that, 4 hours, doesn't imply depth, it's just him just overindulging. The problems with the DCEU came mostly from him being at the helm artistically, and giving him more creative control will only exacerbate, as a Shaun of the Dead reference, the flaws of that overall universe. Instead of, I don't know, I mean, like, at least Suicide Squad, the next Suicide Squad's got James Gunn directing it all, who is competent, and I know it's reactionary in terms of lighter tones, and I know they've given up on dark tones. Maybe they just need a good director who does dark tones well to prove that dark tones can be done, but then again, doing dark tone with Superman and taking him ridiculously seriously is really pretentious, which is also right up Zack Snyder's street. But yeah, it's kind of like these DC fans are like, oh, this is Superman, you can't laugh, don't laugh, it's amazing. Take it seriously. This is a god. You're looking at a god. You know, it's Superman. No, it's a fucking kid's toy on the big screen. Alright, just calm down. It's supposed to be sort of dumb and cheesy, not like serious and brooding. That's why it comes across as pretentious. Sure, it can be done. And obviously there are graphic novels which I haven't read but I've heard are amazing, which I'm going to just believe anyway, because I've had friends of mine tell me about them. Also, a friend of mine, Charlie, the fucking guy from WandaVision, told me that the graphic novel that Batman v Superman is based off, I think it's called Return of the Dark Knight, or The Dark Knight Returns, which is apparently a brilliant graphic novel, but Zack Snyder apparently didn't even read through the entirety of it. He just saw certain frames or artwork from it, just certain pages, just said, yeah, I'll do it. So he hasn't got any care for the DC source material, so to speak. So, I don't know, it's a poor example of a kind of figurehead for this kind of sentiment of the artist has triumphed over the nasty, evil businessman. He's doing right by the DCU. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just being the one fucking you over, really, but you're entitled to think what you think, fair enough. I'll have to confess I'm a bit bummed out by this whole Snyder thing, just in terms of there's just better examples of injustices in Hollywood that could do with shedding some light on, that, you know, need support and need people behind it. And unlike the Zack Snyder fandom, they don't have this cult mentality backing them. And this isn't an underdog story, and I'm not going to pay for this film and support this sort of business decision, which isn't at all a risk. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's nothing risky about it. Lucky for them, it came in the middle of lockdown, where people will happily sit down and watch an extended film like this, like it's a TV show. Very convenient for them. There's nothing much to it. I am pissed off. I'll be honest, I am kind of frustrated. But it's only out of... There's just way more important things that could benefit from your support that are going on in Hollywood. Actual indie directors being fucked over all the time. So I can't get behind something like this. Anyway, that's my general tidbit on Justice League.